Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, someone to keep an eye on in this one, George Springer. Great career numbers head-to-head, so he could have a huge impact.
Well, Boogie's coming into this one with a tremendous amount of confidence because of the success that he's had historically against this pitcher. So, you know, when you have that and you can look back and you can see pitches actually before they come, I mean, it takes you to another level. So expect him to have a big game in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And starting this one, Justin Verlander. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Kirk has to step out of the way for ball one.
First pitch, 640.
And it
And
goes
foul.
just foul. The 1-1.
No, that missed. That's a ball. Foul ball.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That one
Ball.
missed. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. His 12th of the season. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
One down, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. There's the strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Just underway here in Detroit. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. On a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throw comes into second, and that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One out, runner at second. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. That one fouled off. Barger launched a homer in his most recent game. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Here's Juan Yepes. Inside. Ball 1. In the air to left center. Vierland should have this one. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Blue Jays 2, the Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back here in Detroit, and the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
That's a ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
The 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Javier Baez.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Gleyber Torres in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
And that
Nope,
misses.
ball.
And that's ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Ha!
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Got him. 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Here comes Torque to the plate.
High inside.
Foul ball.
Cutter. High outside.
Two down, nobody on.
Outside. That's a ball.
Slider. Low middle. Slider. Low middle.
The 1-1. And
Foul ball.
foul ball.
Slider. Middle outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Tigers are shut down there, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second,
Leading
and
off
now for the
Blue
Jays,
Jays,
Ernie
second
Clement.
baseman, Ernie Clement.
Singy wasn't
Ball,
very
that's
sharp
outside.
in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be
Ball.
made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Out to short, Baez. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 8th, shortstop Benjamin Cowles.
Now it's the shortstop looking for his first big league hit right here.
That's a ball.
The 1-0.
Here, what?
Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And that's down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 9th,
Number
left
11
fielder,
with his
Davis
first major
Schneider.
league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So a man aboard. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Swings through that one, out in front that time. The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 away now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Fly to left his first time.
Here.
The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Got him swinging. One left for Toronto as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back at Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle.
High middle.
Foul ball there. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure, regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. Fouled off left side.
Knuckle curve. Low inside. Cutter. Low inside. Cutter. Low inside.
The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Zach McKinstry, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Slider. Middle inside.
The 0-1. Just
That's
missed.
inside ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 out, space is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Dylan Dingler. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike.
Knuckle curve. Middle outside. Knuckle curve. Middle outside.
The 1-1. To the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Hard ground ball, base knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Blue
Here's George
Jays,
Springer.
right fielder George Springer.
Springer getting the start in right, hitting third in the lineup, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. Outside low, and it's 2-2. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One gone here.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And here's a look at how
Dalton
he's using his
Varsho.
pitches in this one. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. Man at first, one away. Ground ball to the right side. Over to Baez. Double play.
Yeah!
What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning, Javier Baez up now for the Tigers.
Low middle.
Baez with some impressive
Slider.
production
Middle
lately.
inside.
On the ground right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8, center fielder Parker Meadows.
So digging in, Parker Meadows. Good defender. He's been
Four-seam
inconsistent
fastball.
offensively.
Low outside.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Batting 9th, left fielder Matt Vierling.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Matt Vierling.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0
Four-seam
count.
fastball.
Looks like he wants the
High
ball down
inside.
in the zone.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Cutter. High outside.
Stays alive.
Knuckle curve. Low inside. Knuckle curve. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Start of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
in for a strike. Good slider. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now it's Juan Yepes out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. A great play deep in the hole.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Here's another look with StatCast, Singy. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
So now with one away and a man at second. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And there's a foul ball. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And now 2-0. Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 4-zip.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Verlander done in this one, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Kiter Montero.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. And that one ripped to left. Brings it in. And that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Blue Jays 4 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers.
High middle.
he's been incredibly efficient in this
Circle
one.
change.
First pitch strike percentage
Low
over
outside.
70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike
Four-seam
2.
fastball.
Another 0-2
High
count
inside.
right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Bieber with the strikeout.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Gleyber Torres. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Torres.
Fly ball to right. Springer settles underneath it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
First baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Stepping in, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Four-seam
Something I'm
fastball.
noticing in this
High
one is that
inside.
these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Two down, nobody on. That misses.
Ball.
And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Flyer. Low outside.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're dialed into the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 2. Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit
No,
out
that missed.
front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Ball to strike. On the ground to third. Here's Keith for 1. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A monster shot to right. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 5-zip.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. On the ground,
That's
right
foul.
side. And that's just foul. Flares it into the outfield. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter.
And next for Toronto, Juan Yepez. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
That's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The 2-1. That one lifted to left. Vierling moving under this one. And that is that. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Low middle.
Bieber back to work. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
0-2 now. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Four-seam fastball.
Zach
High
McKinstry
inside.
digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
0-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air to left center. Schneider on the move. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Dylan.
Here's the catcher,
Dingler.
Dylan Dingler. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Cutter. High outside.
And a swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is
Four-seam
just filling
fastball.
up the strike zone
Low
right
middle.
now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And
Right
that's through
to.
there for a strike. And the
Knuckle
count is
curve.
0-2.
Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. Right side. Gloves it on the dive. And he'll be safe at first.
A nice diving play at second, gave it a great effort, but I was just impressed by the hustle down the line to beat the throw. That was a fun play. Great stuff right there.
Now it's Javier Baez.
Slider. Low middle. Slider. Low middle.
Slider right there.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to
Circle
shorten up,
change.
be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
0-1.
That's a ball.
Four-seam
Dingler
fastball.
off of first with
High
2 away.
outside.
He's
Ball,
just
outside.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Late with the swing there.
Cutter. High outside.
Chop to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Baez gone in the play. That is the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Now here is
Leading off
Ernie
for the
Clement.
Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
That misses
That's
the
low,
zone,
that's a ball.
and that's ball 1. Foul ball. Montero, a righty that throws with power. 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. On the ground to third. To first, but
Hey,
it pulls
he's in
him
there.
off the bag.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Benjamin Cowles.
Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop. 2 for 2, so he's got to be feeling good right now.
He's turning a special day into something magical with how easy he's making it look at the plate.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
And on base every time, good speed.
Up next, for
Comfortable
the Blue
lead,
Jays,
but they
left
could always
fielder,
use another.
Davis Schneider.
So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one is absolutely belted. And
Foul
that's
ball.
a foul ball.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at-bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
What a stop. The feed for 1 and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That's off the
Outside,
mark.
ball.
Ball 1. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back at Comerica
Leading
Park.
off
Well, we
for
go
the
bottom
Tigers,
6.
center
Parker
fielder,
Meadows
Parker
up now for the
Meadows.
Tigers.
Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
High inside.
Veerle stands in now and watches strike 1.
Low inside.
Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying onto the bullpen roof and gone. See ya. So he goes yard to left, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1.
You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher screaming no, and the hitter saying yes, and the ball gets tattooed for a big home run.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Colt Keith getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Circle change. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Here is Gleyber Torres, hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Hike 1.
Slider. Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. And the slider
that's out.
just misses.
Circle change. Low middle. Circle change. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Tigers get one back on the strength of this solo shot. It's now 5-1. Back here in Detroit, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Guerrero,
No,
the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. There's a line drive to left field. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. That's through there for a strike. Man at second. And they'll do it again. One, two now. Slider misses outside. Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Torkelson. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
So now with one away and a man at second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
The 0-1. Way inside. And a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One and two here. Got him. 2 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman Addison Barger.
Addison Barger will hit next. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Hee-haw!
Guerrero stands at second with 2 gone. Hard hit right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're up 5-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Cutter, low outside. Cutter, low outside.
Torkelson in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
4-seam fastball.
Hitting
Low
is all
inside.
about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Fouled off left side.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Bounced out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
High inside.
I really like how he's been attacking
Four-seam
hitters
fastball.
early in at bats. He's thrown
outside.
strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Next one is off the plate. And the count is 1-1.
Slider. Middle inside.
Definitely
inside.
a swing and
Ball.
miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
High outside.
The Tigers down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And up next for
Four-seam
Detroit,
fastball.
Zach
Low
McKinstry.
outside.
On the ground to the left. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Dylan.
And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the
Four-seam
plate.
fastball. High outside.
Hike one.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Man on second, 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. Third out. Tigers leave 1. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brennan Hanafy.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Juan Yepez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. This one in the air right field. But misjudges this one, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second
Ernie
baseman,
Clement
Ernie
next
Clement.
up for the Blue Jays. Here's Keith for 1. Their 4th double play of the night. Yikes.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Shortstop, Benjamin Howard.
Now it's the shortstop. Safe to say he's grabbed our attention with this performance. 3 hits, 3 at-bats, and a chance to make it 4 for 4.
Yeah, this has been a really fun start to his
Oh,
career.
that's low,
Definitely
that's a
making
ball.
a splash.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Brant Herter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Hee-haw.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Good job to fight that one off. That missed by a lot, and the count is 2-2. That one misses in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that is that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back at Comerica Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers.
Slider. Low middle.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And that's in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
He goes down looking. Baez thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Parker Meadows digs in now.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now the left fielder, Matt Vierling.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat.
Change.
Still their only run of the
Low
game
middle.
so far. Well,
That's
as good as
down. That's
things
a ball.
it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense
Knuckle
just
curve.
sputter, not able to get
Low
anything
middle.
going.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball. That's down.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2-0. There's a strike.
Slider. Middle outside. Slider. Middle outside.
And a 2-1 on the way. Outside
Nope,
with a
ball.
breaking ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his
Four-seam
first batter
fastball.
right here.
High middle.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Cutter. Middle
The Blue
outside.
Jays
Cutter.
leading by 4
Middle
here the
outside.
bottom half of the 8th inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Slider. Middle outside.
Payoff pitch. Out to short. Throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back. It's the top of the
Tigers.
9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
48,
Brant Herter.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Davis Schneider
Leading off
now at the
for
plate.
Toronto, left fielder Davis Schneider.
Herder pitching for the 20th time this season. And he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Swings through that. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Struck him out looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So back to the top of the order. Digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That's in there.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
In the air to left center. Vierling settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Troy Melton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Two down, nobody on. This to third. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they do get the out. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. So a lefty out of the pen, Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Overhand curve. Middle outside.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Low outside.
That's to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Tigers. Designated
Here comes Gleyber Torres. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Cutter. High outside.
Hee-haw!
Overhand curve. Low outside. Overhand curve. Low outside.
The 0-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
That one not close. Ball 1.
Sinker. Low outside.
Next offering misses down and away.
Overhand curve. Low middle. Overhand curve. Low middle.
Curve in the dirt.
No, that's down. Ball.
Cutter.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Cutter. High middle.
Three and two. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Sinker. Low middle.
Bounced up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. Just one out remaining for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson.
Middle outside.
Ha!
Sinker. Middle outside.
No, ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the
Low
last
middle.
half of
Overhand
inning
curve.
number 9.
Low middle.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
Sinker. Low middle.
One strike away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long